to start the show. And now we're live.
Come on, champion.
That's right. The
Hey,
champion's in the house. Shut up, man. I'm trying to do my intro. Out of relations, you're going to be fired if you keep that up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am C Double. And with that being said, me and my 33-pound head, we just saw SmackDown, and we're going to review it. And me and my cast of crazies are going to be on, and we're going to do it live and in technicolor, if you will. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to introduce my panel. First of all, let's go ahead and just say, not batting lead off, but we got to put him in since he's the king of swerve, and he's from an undisclosed location, a.k.a. in the dark. The man in black himself, the king of swerve, Charles Smith, a.k.a. Mr. Twitter. Oh, now you're going to be quiet after I give you that intro.
Yep.
Yep. Up, he dropped. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't do that one. We got a little technical difficulties. These guys aren't used to showing up this early. So, once again, Charles, welcome to the group.
Had to pull a little swerve on you. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you, even though we argue all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
I love the Dusty Rhodes-like intro, if you will.
Yeah, yes, if you will. Well, if you will, ladies and gentlemen, from the Austin Lounge, with his ceiling fan going bananas, ladies and gentlemen, live from his bedroom, if you will, Mr. Stardust himself, Cody Hollis. Say hello to the people.
How we doing, ladies?
Boy, what the hell are you thinking? All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my brother from the next state over, he is the one, the only Mr. NASCAR enthusiast himself, Mr. Lion Claw. Say what's up to the people there, Lion.
What up, what up?
All right, man. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, making his long-awaited return. He's been hanging and banging out in the great state wherever he lives. Ladies and gentlemen, the Open Wrestle Talk's own wrestler and sensation, Mr. Arabian Wolf, Paul Jasser. What's up there, PJ?
Oh man, long-awaited return. What the fuck's going on? I'm feeling good. Let's talk.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, straight from Japan, and IWGP's own Luke Gallows, baby boy, Brick Wall's in the house. What's going on, Brick?
Hello, guys.
Say hey to your daddy now. Don't forget about your daddy.
What up, Daddy? How you doing in Japan? Where's my flight? Where's my ticket? I'm still waiting. It's been 2 weeks. Goddamn.
Daddy, he says.
Come on, bring me up into that Bullet Club up there.
Oh,
Hey, and I'm telling y'all, when Brick Wall goes to Japan, it's going to be a Open Wrestling Talk exclusive. It will be Brick Walls, Charles Smith. We don't know about Austin because we got to get the bed arranged over there. Mr.
Hey,
Titus,
I'm out of the bed right now.
C-Double, and CM Styles will definitely be taking that trip to Japan. We may even take Paul because we know he can hold on to the bail money. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, required by law, I must do this proper intro properly. So, ladies and gentlemen, fresh off his Q&A, where we get to know who CM Styles really is, ladies and gentlemen, the president of Destroy Kayfabe, the co-founder of Open Wrestling Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the one, the only. Put your cell phones out and take pictures of him if you like, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, the Walking Dead himself, Mr. Wrestling Takedown Federation, Mr. CM Mother Selfie Styles!
Hold on, I'm taking a selfie.
Yeah, perfect.
Great to be here. We talk about some talking SmackDown tonight, bringing it down. 1 week away from the pay-per-view. C-Double, you know what to do, man. Bring it on.
You know it. We're going to start it right like we always do, but real quick, want to go ahead and let everyone know if you are around Saturday, you definitely want to check out PWF. These guys are kicking butt. Paul and Brickwall. They're going to probably do their own SmackDown review also. We're also going to have them do a Q&A, I believe, on Sunday, if that's the case. If anything changes, we will put it in the group. So show love to PWF, show love to Destroying Kayfabe. Part 2 of Worst Gimmicks eventually will happen. We've been posting it. We will do it eventually. Yeah, Alexi. Exactly. And don't worry, we still got you, Paul. That's all that matters. And real quick, Indie Shine Night's blowing up. And I want to give a little PA announcement. Something has been leaked, and I must make it very clear, since I am the president of Open Wrestling Talk. Dear Lord.
What the
Oh, please.
Calm down, it's okay. It's okay.
Real quick, we need to make sure that someone checks on Charles. He just ran a marathon without us telling us.
He just ran a mile in like 2 minutes.
Dear Lord, were you running from Time Bomb? If that's the case, tell us. All right. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to the show, I promise, but real quick. There is a person that we're trying to interview, we're trying to get a hold of, because she was billed for an interview with a certain company, Wrestling Impact, but that's no longer around. She did not know, or she was found out, so she has asked about trying to find another place. The person said there's no such other places that will interview her. When that happened, C-Double already had sent an email saying Open Wrestling Talk would love to have her. So, Kimberly, if you are listening, we are looking forward to you picking a date, and we will have you on Indie Shine Night. Definitely, we want to also announce that we got next week, Wednesday, we got Swerve from Swerve Strickland. Will be from CZW. He is going to be on Wednesday night. From USA Wrestling, up in Tennessee, Shane Andrews. He has Jesse Bell on his side a lot, so we will have him also. So without further ado, let's start SmackDown. And from Columbus, Ohio, recorded live in Technicolor, if you will. Let us talk about how basically it was promo 101. John Cena comes out, Del Rio comes out, then Sheamus, then Cesaro, then Roman, then Randy Orton, and then everyone fights. I really don't want to take too long on it, but if you guys want to say something, go for it. Let's start with you, Austin, live from your bed.
I actually thought that, whenever Roman Reigns started to stare down Cena, that's going to lead to something at Money in the Bank, possibly.
All right. Lion Claw, are you with us?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I got you.
All right. What are your thoughts on that promo by the opening segment? You there?
Building up to that match, with this 3. So it's an open guess who's gonna win that one.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Paul, if you're out there, go ahead and tell us what you thought there.
Cena opening the show with his lame cliche shtick that he always does didn't interest me at all. Of course, it's great for ratings and drawing factor for the first hour, but that's not something we care about as hardcore wrestling fans. Of course, they're going to promote the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, so they went with bringing out everybody in the ring, getting them in the ring at the same time, have the fans get a feel for it, and, there's a lot going on right now, and it's going to split in a bunch of different directions, but overall, the opening of the show was decent. I got to say, last 2-3 weeks, SmackDown's been stepping up. They haven't been great, but they've been improving.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Charles, Man in Black. Go ahead. I know you've been breathing real hard. You can't wait to give us the thing.
Over here moving stuff around. Hey, listen, I mean, what Paul said, they basically brought everybody out, tried to give everybody a feel for it, market it a little bit. I think a lot of it was centered around trying to individualize Roman Reigns. And if you notice, last Monday on Raw, this past Monday I should say, and then tonight, they're really making the move to individualize the former members of the Shield. So
that is excellent. Oh, hold on. Let me stop looking to the side there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over this. Luke Gallows, baby boy, go ahead and give us your take on the opening segment.
Yeah, it was a good opening segment to promote Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE World title. What I thought was really cool was when Roman Reigns was staring at Cena, told him that he can take his spot.
Badass.
Basically, that was basically what he
Yeah.
was saying. He's saying I could take your spot at any time.
Oh yeah, and I'm with you. That was a good spot too. Go ahead there, CM. Mother Selfa Styles. Oh, hold on. I'm taking a picture.
Let me tell you, I'm loving
There
it.
you
But
go.
yeah, tonight's SmackDown was pretty good. Nice build up going into Money in the Bank, which is like I said, from now. The whole build up on this one, it seems to be the focus on Roman Reigns wanting to be the world champ, especially with the split from the Shield. And he seemed to have his his mind focused on John Cena of all the competitors that are in there. So I'm curious where that's going to go. Very good promo. Couldn't ask for anything else. But I was almost falling asleep on Randy Orton because I tell you, the guy used to be okay, but now he's just acting a PG whammo. But yeah, other than that, decent opener. And on top of that, I enjoyed the show, for once.
I agree with you, man. I mean, look, I know everyone's going to say Cena, same old Cena, but what do you expect? It's almost close to a pay-per-view. You kind of have to go one-on-one generic at times. And, everyone's kind of going to say, oh, they're building up some bit. Guys, it's a Money in the Bank match with two belts on the line. The good guys are going to try to beat each other up. Let's kind of go ahead and just let that be known. I mean, sorry, cat's out of the bag. Bray's going to beat up Cesaro a little bit. Bray's going to beat up Randy a little bit.
But I'm surprised Sheamus didn't kick off Cena's head with the bro kick.
Well, I think that's going to be next week. I mean, honestly,
Probably
I think next week we're going to see a lot more. Remember, we got like 10 days left. Yeah, 3 more shows. So I mean, I'm not real worried about it. Now, it was mentioned. This is why if you have the WWE network, I'm not going to say Universe, brother, and I'm not going to say the WWE app, brother, on the network. But from the Silverdome, you could watch. No, Seth Rollins, and I believe they made an announcement that there will be a Money in the Bank briefcase match. With that being said, Seth Rollins is the first participant in the match. We don't know anyone else. It will be announced Monday Night Raw. So, guys, basically they're giving us ideas of who could be in this match. I guarantee I have my favorites that I would love to see in the match. But with that being said, the match Kofi versus Seth, this was a squash match, but I thought the promo by Dean Ambrose sold it. And we are seeing more and more of Dean's persona. I believe his name was, if I'm not mistaken, was John Moxley. Am I correct, CM?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I was quoted correctly. Because here in Open Wrestling Talk, we do care about indie wrestling. With that said, I'm going to go to the man in the bedroom, Mr. Austin Hollis, Opus. Go ahead and give us your view from the bed. I know your bed. What does your bed think? I think the bed has more compelling info.
Anyways, like I said, the match was a squash match. The promo was good, and I dig Seth Rollins' new finisher out of anything, the curb stomp.
That is great, young Hollis Opus. All right, Mr. Lion Claw.
Yeah, the match, it was okay. Guess it was giving Seth Rollins more going toward.
All right, what?
I would like to see Kofi, in that, hopefully on Monday night, see if he could get a push. And then another good promo by Ambrose. What can you say?
All right, you got it. Hey, Paul, go ahead and give us your takes here.
Yeah, man, the back and forth promo was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people aren't completely sold on Ambrose yet, and I understand that. But I followed his character almost since the beginning, and I can tell you he's developed so much, and he really does do the best he can out there. And you know, in a way, he does remind me of Roddy Piper. But people might disagree, but that's just my opinion. I thought the match was alright. I do not like Seth Rollins' new outfit whatsoever. I didn't even expect him to take the top off, which I could care less about, but I'm not sold on the outfit as well. But yeah, the match was alright. You know, the curb stomp at the end is phenomenal. In my opinion, probably one of the most simple yet creative moves of all time. Probably no one thought of that before him. I really like that. So yeah, overall good show, good start.
All right. Well, let me go ahead then, and I'm not trying to cause controversy, but Charles, I know you've had some views conflicting about Dean Ambrose, so let's go ahead and hear your take on this match and the promo.
Well, I mean, you know what? Ambrose impressed me a little more this week. He was a little more convincing. He wasn't as corny. He does remind me of Piper, like Paul said, just a cornier version. But he did a little better this week, I thought, with the promos. He was a little calmer. You know, I never thought, just in my take, that Insanity lend itself to being cheesy, but he did better this week. I mean, he's solid in the ring. I just think he oversells a little bit, but I was more impressed with him this week. The match between Rollins and Kofi was good. Just taking everybody's sentiment thus far, I like the finisher. I'm disappointed though, like what Lion Claw said. As talented as Kofi is in the ring, I think that could have been a little bit better match though.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead. Let's get your thoughts on the match. Well,
all right. Yeah, the match was decent. His Seth Rollins' finisher was probably the best part of the match. The promo between them two was just awesome.
All right. Go ahead, CM.
I enjoyed this match, even though it was a quick squash match. I'm not a big fan of Snake Plissken's new gear. I mean, Seth Rollins. For those who ever caught on to that, it looked like his Escape from New York or LA gear.
Yeah.
He came out there, you know, him and that promo with him and Ambrose was pretty on, spot on. I enjoyed that. We're getting to see a whole new side of Dean Ambrose that we didn't see when he was in the Shield. And like you guys said, and I've been saying it for a while now, he reminds me just like Piper. Everything about him has Piper written all over him. But this quick squash with Kofi, well, we already know every time he gets a push, he's going to get depushed days later. So, but right now, I think the whole focus is on Seth Rollins being a new monster heel for Triple H and his authority. Other than that, yeah, not a whole lot to say about the rest of the
Make me a sandwich. Yeah. All right, so the match itself, you're right, wasn't the best. And that's sad for Kofi, but, we talked about this. Every time Kofi gets a winning streak going, everyone talks about, oh, he's going to get pushed. He's going to get pushed. And all he is a spot guy. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's what he's been reduced to. And, until, and this is where I say you've got to break off from your character sometimes. That's what they definitely need to do with him. But with that being said, I don't actually have a problem with the Mortal Kombat theme. I mean, Sub-Zero theme. I mean, the Snake Plus. I mean, God. Too bad he doesn't have an eye patch. But anyway.
It's similar to a WCW theme, though. It's a lot similar.
Yeah, and I don't mind it so much. To me, it's different, and it's causing us to talk about it. So, it ain't that, that's kind of good then.
Can I just say about Ambrose real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. A
lot of people think that he goes out there and he's playing this gimmick and he plays it well, but they think he's playing this loose cannon, this crazy psychopath. I'll tell you, the guy is fucking crazy. If you haven't seen the death matches he's been in where he gets his fucking whole forehead laced open with a freaking skill saw. So if that's not crazy, I don't know what is.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That shit was crazy.
It's like Piper. He's probably one of the guys in the future that's not going to be able to tear himself from the character, from the business, and that's why I give him so much admiration, because he's giving it all out there.
And I want to say, I want to go ahead and say this, Paul. I actually had no problems with the promo. I actually liked the fact that they went back and forth. I thought Dean needed that spot where he's talking to Seth, going back and forth, telling him, no, you should be quiet and listen. And just the way he went at it, not looking so crazy. But look, people know him as Johnny Moxley, or John Moxley, and it was an over character. So you kind of have to bring that out sometimes. The Shield, what was beautiful about it, 3 guys, but they were a unit. Here, you got now, there's like Charles was talking about individualizing themselves. I am all about it, and I'm just saying, let's see more of this. That was gold, and I thought the match itself was actually very well done. So the next match, guys, was Dolph Ziggler versus Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett with a great promo. That's the beautiful thing about him. And then we actually got to hear Dolph talk. I guess it mattered for some reason, but anyway. But Dolph got to say his piece, got to win with the roll-up, and then got hit by the bull hammer after he won the match. What did you guys think about the Ziggler versus Barrett matchup? And kind of short, wasn't it? Austin,
Yes.
go to you.
Yeah, it was a short match, but at the same time, it was actually a really good match. I was surprised to see Dolph Ziggler get the win in that match. And the promo by Wade Barrett at the beginning was actually really funny, because knowing that England actually got beat out of the World Cup, and that's the case on Tuesday, since that happened, I believe, yesterday, made it a whole lot more ironic and funny.
All right. Lion Claw, go ahead and give us your take there, bud, friend.
Yeah, for it to be such a short match, it was actually pretty good to see, and plus to see Ziggler getting the win. But my favorite part was, like Austin said, that promo. He was talking about the U.S. soccer team, and as if he didn't know that England was already booted out of the tournament. So I mean, yeah, that was a classic.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's go to Paul. What do you have to say about the show on this one, the match?
I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I can tell you right now, it did rub some people the wrong way when he mentioned the World Cup. And, just like I believe it was King said on commentary, does Barrett know that England was kicked out in the first round? But, I tend to bow my head down toward the end of Dolph Ziggler matches just for the pure fact that I'm sick of seeing the guy get pinned, But
Yes.
I put my head down, I look away like I normally do, and out of nowhere I hear his music start playing, and I look up and I see the replay of Sunset flipped into the pin, and I was just like, holy shit, he just went over a champion clean. So maybe they're going to push it to Barrett feuding with Ziggler, and in my opinion, I think that's a good direction, and that's going to get both of them, right in the spotlight, right where they deserve to be. And those are 2 guys that they almost gave up on, and even Ziggler is still questionable. So let's hope it plays out for him, because 2 talented guys like that, they could definitely go. And the match was short, but they still delivered. So yeah, overall, I liked it.
All right, good. Let's go to Charles. What's your thought on the match?
I mean, Barrett and Ziggler, come on, guys. Those are 2 very, very tremendous talents. Barrett's gold on the mic. He cracks me up in front of a mic. I was happy to see Ziggler win. I'm a big Ziggler fan. I have been for a while. I don't necessarily like him that much on the mic. I think he needs some work. But as far as in the ring, I think the guy Barrett needs ring. I like seeing Ziggler get the win. I think they should pair Ziggler up with somebody. I think Ziggler needs a manager of some sorts. I don't know that you make him a Paul Heyman guy, but how about we make Dolph Ziggler a Ric Flair guy?
That's the intentional direction they were going to go in at first, and I was surprised they chose Miz again.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Then they cancel out the Miz thing too now.
You know what I think, Paul? I think it would be interesting if you brought Dolph out there and you made him a Flair guy, or even, I'll go even further, another guy that I'd like to see get in front of the camera and behind the mic again to shoot some promos and try to kind of get Dolph over a little bit. What if you make Dolph a Ric Flair and Arn Anderson guy? An Arn Anderson promo wouldn't hurt.
I like the Arn Anderson bit, but the thing is, Flair and Ziggler look like each other. They can actually work well. But Anderson, you know, he had that hardcore work, and that it on a look wise, it would be like seeing total opposites. But I mean, I like the idea.
Well, I think he paired up next to Ric Flair so well for so long. I think he would be good for Dolph.
Yeah, no. You got a point. What were we gonna say, Paul?
Yeah, what stands out to me is, I think Paul Heyman would be the best fit for him. It shadows Paul Heyman, Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, that's true too.
It would work, and Ziggler's one of those guys who hasn't had enough spotlight. People think he's been out there long, and given he has been there a while, you go all the way back to the Spirit Squad and even prior, but he's never really had that breakout moment besides the Money in the Bank cash-in, and ever since that cash-in, even though how much they dog him and throw him under the bus, he's still completely over with the crowd, so he is injury prone, but look at Mr. Kennedy. He was too in WWE, and he hasn't been injured in about 3 years now. So Ziggler needs that chance.
Yeah. All right.
Agreed.
Let's go to Brick Wall. What you guys say about the match?
Yeah, the match was really good. I enjoyed it. I was happy that Ziggler won. I like Ziggler too. I'm really big on him too. So, and the Bad News Bear promo. I don't care about soccer, just to tell you the truth.
Hey man, go ahead there, CM.
Man, I'm getting offended by everyone that doesn't like soccer.
I know, right? What's up with that?
I can't sit there and watch it. It pissed me asleep.
I played it as a kid, but I never really got into it like I did football.
Yeah, that promo was great by Barry.
Yeah.
For those who didn't understand the World Cup, fun, like you said, England's pretty much knocked out now, and of course he's going to find a way to take a dump on, USA's World. But the match itself was great. I enjoyed it. Like you said earlier, there, C-Double, this match was actually short. A lot of these matches tonight were short.
They were.
They're putting more focus towards the actual Money in the Bank compared to what they're saying. With some of these contenders that are obviously hints that we're going to see the Money in the Bank ladder match come next Sunday. But yeah, seeing Dolph pick up that surprise victory with a sunset, I was like, wow, really, man? They just pushed him out of nowhere. He takes a bullhammer. I'm thinking, great, now he's probably gonna have a concussion. We're probably not gonna see him for a couple months. So, yeah, it was a win-lose for Dolph tonight because he took the victory. He's pretty much not only that. Something was mentioned to me earlier. I believe Showoff, you said it. That he beat the Intercontinental Champion in a non-title match. Does that put him in a spot for the after Money in the Bank? Because I know the WWE is pretty cautious on wanting to push him as a world champ due to the fact that he is injury prone now. So if you put a title on him, you got to have him in the title where it's pretty much mid-card range.
All right. Yeah. All right. First, and now let me go ahead and kind of put a grand finale on this. I hate soccer. I try to watch it. It's boring. I fell asleep. I don't want to watch soccer, golf. I will watch women's tennis, but that's just more for the sound effects.
How can you be Puerto Rican and hate soccer?
Oh, have you seen me? I got a 33-pound head. I'm a big old boy. I am not playing no soccer. I'll rather play football where I can hit somebody, not flop on the field and go, red card, yellow card, green card, whatever. You know what? No wonder people like foreigners like soccer, because when you see the green card, notice how they all run. But anyway, so with that being said, I love the promo by Wade Barrett. Now I will say, World Cup, good old USA, I will get behind that, but I'm not big on soccer. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta watch it. So with that being said,
I'm with Germany.
Yeah, I'd rather be on Team Russia, but that's because of Lana and Putin. Because Putin could ride a horse and be on a karate, in a karate gi. But anyway,
come on now.
But Dolph Ziggler, my only issue is when this guy gets a little bit of success, he pops off, and it's like, granted, you got to pop off at times, but damn, sometimes you need to shut up. And he, for a while, could not shut his hole. And it's like everyone, Dolph is becoming, and and I'm not trying to be mean to the guy, but it's becoming you need to give him sympathy Daniel Bryan card. If you can go, then go. All right, I get it. You get injured, I'm sorry. That's the way it happens. It's not the beautiful part of wrestling that we want to talk about, but look, Sheamus was hot for a while, and he got injured at Money in the Bank last year. So it's like it happens to anybody. It's just how do you respond and how do you come back from it. I am happy he wins the match, and if it turns to Sheamus versus or Ziggler versus Barrett for the IC belt, I'm down with that. You need mid-card matches like that. But for Dolph, for him to get past this level, he's just got to just do it. Let's not talk about it. Just do it. And then the boys in the back will have no choice but to do something. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that, Brick Wall's favorite match of the night, Adam Rose versus Titus O'Neil in a 2 out of 3 falls match, apparently, because Titus wasn't ready for the first match, and it looked like he wasn't ready for the second one either. There ain't really much to talk about. This match was brought to you today by the roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups, because boy did Titus O'Neil get rolled up a lot. So let us, take or pass. And Paul, if you want to say something stupid, that could be a segment for that. Go ahead, Austin, from the bed. Your bed proof of the match.
Oh no, I'm passing this match.
Okay, I was actually asking your bed, but that's all right. All right, Lion Claw, take or pass.
Man, what a joke. That's all I had to say about it. What a joke. 2 times.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's see. Paul, take or pass, or you want to say something stupid?
Yeah, really quick. He's already exhibited in-ring talent. It's been nothing more than lackluster, to say the least. But, I don't think they have anything more for him except for these corny little goofy segments that he's been doing. And, eventually he's just going to fall into a jobber pool, and eventually he's just going to be, gone with the wind.
Yep.
Yep, because the Arabian Wolf will show up and take his spot. That's what you're going to do, right, Paul?
The hunt begins with Adam Rose.
Look at that, look at that.
Because I am a fucking woman.
There you go. You stole Brick Wall's line, but go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, good luck to my man Titus O'Neil for going and visiting the Arabian Wolf and myself's Buckeyes this past week. Go Bucks. And fuck Adam Rose.
Alright. Yep. Alright, let's hear from Mr. Rosebud himself. Luke Gallows. Come on, tell us what's the fun of the match. You don't get a pass.
Honestly, who gives a fuck about these two? Because I'm a fucking lemon. Fuck that. That shit's gay. Ain't nobody care about Titus O'Neil or Adam Rose. Who are they? Bunch of jobbers. Get out of my face.
But Titus O'Neil's the daddy.
Fuck Titus O'Neil.
Titus O'Neil, that must be really demoralizing to get pinned twice by that fruitcake.
Yeah, man. Alright.
He got pinned by the fruit roll-up.
His career just went down the drain even more than what it was.
Talk about double flushing.
Alright, CM. Is that coffee good?
You need it after watching that match. Yeah, at one time we say this guy's career is on life support, this guy's buried. No, this guy's career is flat dead right now. He comes out with this whole gimmick where he's supposed to be all this. He's basically the Shad of 2014. Barker is supposed to mean job, because that's all he's doing. You can't take him serious. His gimmick sucks. He is a very talented person. This is beyond paying your dues. I'm surprised he wasn't on the release of a week and a half ago. But I'm assuming he's going to be right behind JTG here very, very soon. And be like, hey, you guys need a third person for Crime Time out in the Indies. Make it happen. But yeah, Adam Rose, I was big on his character at first. I gave him a chance. I can't get into it anymore. But hey, Taylor Hendricks was on SmackDown, so she was a rosebud. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm going to be a fucking lemon. But yeah, 2 times in a row is just saying, you know what, just give up. Just go to gimmick, do something different with yourself. Every time you try to do a gimmick that's on your own in the WWE, look what happens to you. You do what Vince wants, and you pretty much will go somewhere for a while. So let's see what they do with him next.
Let me go ahead and say this. Normally I would be like, man, I feel sorry for the guy. This is hard. This is wrong. But he's a fucking gator. So let me put it like this. Titus O'Neil, get the hell out of here. I don't give a damn anymore. I'm like everybody else. Wham. Cry me a freaking river. You know what? Adam Rose buried you. I'm glad he did. You know what? The bunny should have buried him. I did like how mad he was about the bunny, the crowd, and everything. So that was great. But like I said, I would have just paid extra for the bunny to get in the ring with him. And then it would have been Zack Ryder takes the mask off, and he's like, woo, 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 and it would shock the world. Adam Rose and Zack Ryder taking over the WWE and winning the tag belts. Hey, I could see it happen. And that would make all y'all's wonderful life happy. Because we all want to believe that Rose in.
There goes the tag team division. Getting married.
Oh, come on, Al. Why you wanna hate on Adam Rose? He's a good guy.
Fuck Adam Rose. I would kick him in his jaw.
Rosebud!
I would kick Adam Rose right in his jaw.
I would love to see that, actually.
I've always said, I never thought he had anything to offer this business. You know, in FCW he did have something when they changed the brand to NXT, and he's nothing really. You know, he's like 30-some years old. There's thousands of guys like him that are even better. So,
well,
I don't think he has anything to offer this business.
Well, shouldn't they just had Sami Zayn just come in instead of him? And I'm not talking gimmick-wise. I'm just saying, wouldn't that been made more sense?
Well, he's been working in WWE developmental now for at least five years. Is my best guess. It's been a while. So I hope, like the Money in the Bank match, they do put in a guy like Neville or Sami Zayn or Tyler Breeze, someone of that caliber down there that could really shine a light on the main roster on pay-per-view like that.
Oh, now that's all right. You know what? After this review, we're gonna talk about who we want in the Money in the Bank. You done peek into my notes here, so don't do that again. No. Well, that just shows you how smart you are.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. All right. Kane, ladies and gentlemen, we had a Kane sighting. After burying Daniel Bryan, he decided to come out and wanted to try to look for an ambulance, so he decided to come and wrestle Dean Ambrose. And then he actually won a match, so let's give him some credit. Bravo. But Seth was on the commentary booth. And, Kane wins with chokeslam after Dean was distracted. But I got to go here, guys. Seth Rollins, I now understand why they went ahead and put him heel over Dean. Seth is very riveting on the mic. He really is. I mean, when you get past the parts of, okay, it was expected, we needed someone to break up, but now we know it's Seth. Now you get past all this. Hearing him talk as a heel, and I'm seeing his gimmick now, I'm pairing it to when Triple H first started being a heel. I mean, y'all can, compare what you want, but I'm just loving where we're going with Seth Rollins here.
Just, he reminds me of Tyler Black when he was a heel, sort of.
Well, good. Brickwall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to definitely talk on that because, like I said, you guys, the ones that have followed Tyler Black, I want y'all to explain to people that don't know that, can get an idea. So first I'm going to go to Austin in his bed because his bed wants to have a take.
It was a really good match. I like that they're having Dean Ambrose, wrestling street clothes, I think for now. But yeah, like you said, Seth Rollins on the mic with being heel is really good too.
All right, Lion Claw, what's your thoughts on the match? Oh, Lion Claw.
Yeah, the match was good. I mean, it's funny how Ambrose was paying more attention to Rollins instead of the task at hand with Kane, but that's just, I guess, building up to probably an epic matchup between Rollins and Ambrose whenever that happens. And plus, Rollins does make a good heel. I'm sorry. For all you Rollins lovers out there, yes, he makes an excellent heel out there, right?
Oh yeah. All right, Paul.
Kane versus Dean Ambrose. Not too much to say about it, really. You know, they went out there, they did their thing. Kane didn't get the win, of course. The distraction was there, as Lion Claw said, and you know he didn't focus on the task at hand, and it costed him in the long run, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, you know, it's really building to something bigger and better than that. So I'll take a loss from Ambrose tonight to see what he's going to build to in the future with Rollins and Ambrose in general. But yeah, I'm all for it, and you know, Rollins on commentary he did good. You know, jump back to his Tyler Black days. You know, the guy was phenomenal. The first match I ever saw of Tyler Black, the first time I ever seen him was against Johnny Gargano, and lo and behold, that's my second favorite guy in the industry right now. So, you know, it's a small world out there, but all around I could sit here and talk about Tyler Black all day, but on a short, sweet answer, the guy is as good as it gets. He's real, and he's top tier talent and one of the best walking the planet today.
All right. Go ahead there, Charles. What did you think of the match? And if you want,
I liked the match. I liked the match a lot. I was pretty when I seen they were pairing up Ambrose against Kane, but I also knew that it was more, that match was more a vehicle to try to build more the Rollins Ambrose feud.
Charles, stop talking to Kane's voice.
I am Kane.
I mean, we've talked about it in the.
Go ahead, Charles. Sorry. Charles?
Hello?
Yeah, okay, there you go. For a while, it sounded like I was talking to Kane with his voice box changer. I'm Kane.
Did we
You
go
gotta
in?
stay still. You gotta stay still wherever you're at, man.
Hey, listen, man. I'm a busy guy over here. What do you want me to do?
I know you're like Ric Flair in Diva's locker room, but come on now, I need you to give me a take and not do the robot voice on us.
All right, you got me good over here?
Yeah, you good here. Now go ahead and tell us what you thought.
I mean, I was excited to hear about the Kane Ambrose match, but I also knew that they were just using it as a vehicle to build the Rollins Ambrose feud, and build the storyline. I love Rollins on the mic. I second everybody else's sentiment. I think he's an excellent heel, and I think he packs with him a load of untapped potential. And, I mean, it's just, along with Ambrose, it's just a sign of great things to come for the organization.
All right, cool. All right, go ahead, Brickwall. And I know you wanted to talk about the Tyler Black part, so please, however you like, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, this match was a decent match. It was just a build up between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, but yeah, like I said, Seth Rollins in the Indies was a great cocky heel like he is right now. Yeah, he's just overall good as a heel.
All right, CM.
All right. This match, I actually enjoyed it. Dean Ambrose is finally breaking out of the mold from the Shield gimmick. Being himself now. I mean, he was himself then, but he's a little bit more aggressive now. He's a little bit, he's in a singles category. He doesn't have to rely on guys like Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. This match with Kane, he pulled out all the stops. But with Seth Rollins being out there, being somewhat of interference, and just really didn't do any justice. And not only that, taking that curb stomp again, I mean, wow. He can sell that thing real well. But yeah, overall, this was a great match. I would love to see more of this happen. I would like to see Kane versus Ambrose, Money in the Bank, in this fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we're going to end up seeing that match in a Battleground situation, but I like the idea of it. Let's go ahead and go. I'm going to go here, guys. I'm impressed. and like Charles said, like all y'all had very good takes. Seth Rollins being heel is not a bad thing for business. Triple H knew what he was doing, and I definitely see a lot of potential. That's not what I saw in the next match. Big E versus Swagger. I thought the promo was better than the match. Take or pass on this match, guys. Austin.
I'm gonna pass.
All right. Lion Claw, take or pass.
Well, good to see Big E getting the win. So.
All right, Big Paul, what do you think?
No, I'm a guy that'll go out there and I'll praise someone just based on their work ethic alone. Swagger's a guy that's been going out there and given the task at hand, he has to complete it. It is his job at the end of the day. But if you go back to his early days, the guy is a great amateur wrestler. He's a great mat-based wrestler, and it really shows in his work. But he's watered down at the moment, and we're not getting the best of Jack Swagger. So for the fans that doubt him out there, I feel sorry for it because the guy does have talent, and he's still young and he has the potential. So ever since the weed scandal, he hasn't really gone out there and done anything. He's not the greatest, but he does have talent. He could be a decent mid-carder. So everyone forgets he won Elimination Chamber. So.
Exactly.
But it just proves, if they gave him that spot in Elimination Chamber, what they were going to do with him, and unfortunately it didn't work out considering that fiasco. But he's a decent wrestler. But the match, quick squash by Big E. Big E still has a little bit of momentum behind him following his title loss to Barrett. But I don't know. Even I've always said I was never a fan of Big E. He's very repetitive in the ring. I could tell the whole match with my eyes closed. And I'm really not a fan of him. He's overhyped, and in my opinion, I believe he's overrated. Great athlete, very strong, but overrated.
Wow. All right. Hey, no, we all get our takes, so it's all good. Charles, what did you think, man? Charles.
I'm not big on either guy. I gotta be honest with you. Are you with me? Are you with me, Chris?
Yeah, we're with you.
I'm not
We're with
big.
you.
I'm not big on either guy. I gotta be honest with you. I don't really care for Big E a whole lot. I kind of second Paul. He's real strong and he's big and he's athletic, but for me, when I watch him, he's just kind of boring. It's a lot to be desired. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I kind of feel the same for Jack Swagger. I'm not big on either guy at all. Swagger doesn't really jump off the page to me at all. I know he has a lot of ability and he has a lot of raw talent. He had a pretty stellar amateur background, but I just don't see a whole lot of selling points with the guy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
He's not too marketable. That's his struggle, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Go ahead, Brickwall.
Yeah, the match was a squash match. Nothing really important to talk about the match. Honestly, Jack Swagger's best run was probably 2010. Honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, he actually had some good matches. Go ahead there, CM.
I wish he didn't get busted before WrestleMania a couple years ago, because I think all this right here is still downright punishment to the guy. This is not paying dues. The only person he's allowed to beat on the card pretty much is Santino right now, and I'm surprised he's not dropping to him just yet. But yeah, and you guys are right, especially you, Paul. You mentioned it there. Big E is overrated. I like the guy. He's a very talented wrestler. He can be a ground and pound type guy, but for a guy his size doing what he does, it's impressive, but it's not catching on to the rest of the WWE universe. He's not completely over with the crowd. I just call it how it is there, but Swagger, he used to be my huge focus on this. The guy is a former World Heavyweight Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. He also held the ECW title. I believe he held the U.S. title for a while. I mean, the guy has a nice little background, but all because of one little incident, and he threw his career pretty much out the window, and he's just getting paid the job. And I'm surprised he wasn't on the release. But, they're riding guys like them, out of their contracts to the very end. Hopefully we can either see a face turn with him, and he can start working up with a win streak. Give him what they do with MVP. I'll use him as a prime example. Do that with him and see where it goes from there. Because, the guy deserves something before he walks out the door.
All right. I don't feel a bit bad. I feel like I'm being a jerk today, but I don't really feel bad for Jack Swagger. I'm gonna go here. You make a mistake, you gotta pay the price. I'm sorry. And this was WrestleMania. This wasn't like this was built up to WrestleMania, and you got busted for weed. Now look, there are many different views on weed, and I don't have a problem with it. Dear Lord, I know the benefits. I heard everything. I'm down with it. But when you work for a company and you're gonna get drug tested, and then, or worse yet, you get pulled over with it for smoking weed. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take the beautiful words of Stephen A. Smith. Stay off the weed.
Here's a question, Chris. Here's a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's a question. If you're going to bury Jack Swagger for that incident, why bring back Rob Van Dam and put him in a highlight spot with Cesaro week in and week out when he did exactly the same damn thing?
May I answer that one?
Yeah.
Can I please answer? Because I like that question. Because I'm going to go here. When he did it, I thought he got punished too. Remember, he was the champion and he lost the belt.
Yeah,
and
he did.
There was a falling out big time. He, so he had to pay dues. He had to, make amends for that. So
during that time, mentioned.
Yeah,
So.
and it's not like he's getting pushed to the big championship. He's also, and remember we've talked about it. He's become more of a glorified spot monkey now too.
Yeah, he's basically back to job for Cesaro.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't feel that's with Cesaro and everything. I don't feel like or RVD. It's like apples and oranges because see, RVD did get punished. RVD did get lost the belt. He had to drop it. Remember, he dropped it to Edge on a Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So it was a triple threat match. They made him drop it after he won the match. So it's like all the stuff he had going for him, he screwed up.
Wasn't that when
you know what's funny?
Him and Sabu got caught in the car with
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You know what's funny? Is that was actually not too far away from where I'm originally from in Ohio. They pulled over, the state police pulled over Rob Van Dam and Sabu. They found, I don't know how much weed they found, but they found that, and they found some prescription pain pills. Neither one of them went to court. There was never an actual court appearance.
Yeah.
They actually paid their fines on the spot on the highway. I don't know how that goes. You can.
And they gave them the stuff too. They just paid and gave the stuff to them.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
On the highway, it wasn't. They didn't have that much on him. It was probably less than a half ounce.
Yeah, easy.
And that's why it's like I don't want to criticize if someone takes we know the deal with the weed. I'm not going to try to say you shouldn't take it, you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is, come on, you get pulled over and you have it. Come on, I mean.
Yeah, you're going down.
Yeah, you better make sure you have a whole lot of money to work with the cops. But I mean, but you ain't gonna get everyone taking a little handout after every time. You're gonna have those that like to go by the book. Speaking of going by the book, do not ask dating advice to Fandango because apparently, that sucker got played today, Jack. He got, I would like to say a term, but I won't say because, somebody might get offended. But anyway, we had a moment of time where Summer Rae showed up, kissed Fandango, Layla saw it, and all hell broke loose. Dango didn't even have a partner to dance with. But you know what? Bo Dallas sure did. Bo leave, baby. The Bo streak still is going. Hayden Bo. They said it, Dick Roll. I know you don't agree with it, but Hayden Bo, brother. Hayden Bo.
7-1. Okay, 7-1.
Hayden Bo.
Okay.
Hayden Bo. Bo.
All right.
Go ahead there, Austin. What did you think of the match in the women's troubles?
The match really sucked, in my opinion, but I thought the funny part was whenever Bo Dallas was, after they ran off, Bo Dallas was helping him. Picks him up, gives him the Bodog. It's the win. I thought that was hilarious.
AKA classic heel. Go ahead there, Longclaw.
Point of the match that I tripped out. Layla kicked the teeth down his throat for real. I mean, she kicked him real good. And then Bo Dallas was there to pick him up and, and picked up the win too. Hey, why not capitalize on something like that? Thank you, Layla.
Exactly. All right, Paul. Talk about this this wonderful matchup that the Bo streak still's going on.
You know, I said it before. I'll say it again. I'm not sold on Bo Dallas. I'm not sold on the gimmick. He's young. He is pretty smooth in the ring. He can go. You know, so he does have potential there. There's a lot to work with. They stuck him with this gimmick, and you know he is making the best of it, which I admire. I'm not a fan of it, but you know, in my opinion, when you get slapped with a gimmick like this, there are limitations on it. So this could hinder his future, in my opinion. He is Bray Wyatt's little brother, son of IRS, obviously, and you know, so I'm interested to see where they go with it. I said for a while now there's a piece of the puzzle that's missing, but you said before, classic heel in a way, and most people don't realize it, but he is. You know, he gets on your good side, and just like you did with Fandango, you know, saying you got to believe, you just give him a quick hug, and then boom, you hit him with the Bo Dog. So yeah, it is a little back to the roots of the beginning of wrestling, but
Yeah.
I don't really care for it. But like Lion Claw said, that roundhouse kick by Layla that ended up hitting Fandango, you know, stopped him with that. I was all for that, man. That was awesome. But them, Layla and Summer Rae, what's going on right now, I think this is leading up to both of them breaking away, doing their own feud, and letting Fandango run solo. And if that's the case, I'm all for it.
All right. Go ahead, or Charles. I'm sorry.
Where does Fandango go from here?
Well, hold on. If anybody can give women advice, it is our own King of Swerve, Charles City. Can you
I
help
don't know
the man
about
out here?
Can I help out Fandango? If Fandango was a smart man, he would have cultivated that into a group effort a long time ago, gentlemen.
I agree. What's the thought process there?
Exactly.
Yep, I hear you. But go ahead and give it a take there, brother.
I don't know, man. I don't like Fandango. I mean, I know he's talented. I get that. I guess I just don't like the whole gimmick. Same thing with Bo Dallas. I mean, you know what? It's sad because, and I know we got to have some comic relief, and I know we got to have some goofiness, and everything can't be, you know, the best thing going today. And Dallas and Fandango are both, I mean, obviously talented in the ring. I don't dig the gimmick, and a lot of times I get distracted and disinterested when they're on my TV.
So you're saying you just more like the women on this one. All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
there.
I guess I'm pulling one of those, you know, that guys, and I just like the bros.
Oh, you can't pull that guy. All right, go ahead there, Brickwall.
Honestly, I didn't give a fuck about this. Don't give a fuck about Bo Dallas. Don't care about this love triangle bullshit, and that's it.
Thank you there, Luke Gallows. Go ahead there, CM.
Yeah, this was just all a big
boy.
clusterfuck of confusion tonight. You know, it started off with Fandango in the back, and he's telling Layla, you know, hurry up, get ready so he can go out. Summer Rae shows up, apologizes, lays a big one-on-one on him, and he goes right into it, and he starts returning the favor to her, giving Layla, you know, that cold shoulder. And of course she saw that, and it was just like, oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but the match itself, Fandango versus the mentally challenged wrestler known as Bo Dallas. Poor Rice, let me tell you, he used to hear about it all the time, and he still does in FNet. But you know, the match is what it is. It was a very quick match as well when you think about it. That kick to Fandango from Layla was pretty entertaining because you see Bo over there showing sportsmanship, like, oh man, it's like you just got kicked in the head by your girl. Here, let me help you up and Bo Dog your ass. Giving him that Bo victory.
Dog.
But yeah, you know, him cutting that promo afterwards. Every time he does that to whoever he beats, hugs it out and all that good shit. It's like you're burying this person. Prime example, we have Kofi, we have R-Truth, and we even have Rick James over there. Also, we're at the tail end of that. Let's not leave out Sin Cara, who also took one of those. He is in that streak now. We need someone to break that streak. Maybe he could beat Brock Lesnar. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see where they're going to go with this character, because it is annoying right now. You can only do it for so long before you come out there just being you. But segment kind of it was swerving to this whole entire, you know, like, yeah, CW.
You know, look, this match was real simple, guys. When you have two women fighting over you, is it really a bad thing? That's really the question of the matter is. Yes, it is when Bow-dogs you. So with that said, Aiden Bo, way to go, Bo. Well, yeah, we still believe here at Open Wrestle Talk, even if, yeah, even though the PFW crew don't want to believe, deep down they do. All right, so let's go into the handicapped main event. Basically, as I like to call, beat the hell out of John Cena time, and all right, a few spots where we beat the hell out of Sheamus, and then we all give each other dirty looks. Roman Reigns cleans house, runs around the ring, drop kicks, Superman punch, spears. Alberto Del Rio's the guy that has to take the loss. It is what it is. What did y'all think of the main event? Let's pass it around. Austin.
Yeah, it was okay.
All right. Lion Claw.
Just building up for the Hellified ladder match at the Money in the Bank for the title.
All right. Paul.
I guess it's that say something stupid moment because I just missed what you guys said.
Basically, Money in the Bank. Or the main event, the handicap tag. You know, we just pretty much had beat the hell out of Cena for a moment. Then we had beat the hell out of Sheamus, and now we're beating the hell out. Then Roman Reigns clears house and spears Alberto Del Rio to win the match.
Yeah, you know, the whole match was kind of, and to me, it just seemed a little slow paced for the main event. I thought they could have done better with it. You know, they built Reigns up to like the last like maybe 2.5 minutes of the show from his to unleash his fury, and you know, Reigns is a guy, you know, you look at the talent he was in the ring with, that they're taking him very highly, and they're considering him for that top spot, and, you know, the crowd reaction he evokes when he does absolutely nothing is kind of different. I'm not used to it, so who knows what's going to happen. The match was alright. I thought it could have been better, and, you know, building up to Money in the Bank, we got to see all 7 competitors that will be in that title match in the ring tonight, so, yeah, kudos to WWE SmackDown for, you know, just trying to promote it to the like very bone. I thought they did well with it, and overall, I thought SmackDown was a good show. I'd give it an 8. I thought it was a solid show. Could have been better.
Right. Cool. All right. Real quick, Austin, what was your rating on the show? Real quick.
To me, I think it was about a good 3.5.
All right. Lion Claw, what about you?
Yeah, about 3.5.
All right. Now, Charles, what did you think in the main event, and then give us your rating?
I mean, I liked the main event. It was pretty good. It was, you know, marketing the pay-per-view in a week. Typical ending. Everybody was pretty much knew they were waiting for the explosion when Reigns got in the ring and cleared house. The show itself, I'm going to stay consistent with Austin and say 3.5.
All right. Let's go to Mr. Brickwall himself.
Yeah, I thought it was a good main event. At least Cena didn't get the victory. At least Roman Reigns got it. I was happy about that. Overall, the show was an 8 for me.
Always got to take a shot at Cena. I swear. I think.
I'm just saying. I'm just happy he didn't get the pin. At least Roman Reigns did this time.
All right. You know, it's all good. You're just going to be one of those fans that's going to bitch when he wins the belts. I'm sorry. I mean Riot. Go ahead.
No, because I got the indies to go to watch if I want.
Ooh. Go ahead there, CM.
Yeah, I thought this was a solid, you know, main event match. Like Paul said, it was very slow built or slow paced. You know, the only way it picked up was by the end with Roman next speed. Del Rio. We saw him hit a lot of Superman punches. He pretty much cleaned house with all 4 other men. You know, with the focus being on Roman Reigns, we see him as the next champion. Hopefully not, because he's still green. But at the same time, you give him that ball, he might run with it for a while. But overall, this is a decent main event. I can't wait to see what they do next Friday on SmackDown compared to what they're going to do this coming Monday on Raw. But overall, I want to give this a good solid 3 out of 5, just because they did pretty good executions. Some decent storytelling tonight compared to what they did on SmackDown or Raw.
All right, no, that's cool. I'm glad you said that. You know, my views on this match was typical. You know, you don't want to go too far crazy with it, but I will say this: I think who's going to win is going to be up in the air like it was last year. I think everybody thought, and the mother did think Daniel Bryan would win, but I think a lot of us who kind of watch it and analyze it, it was hard to really pick a winner. Um, with that being said, because no one thought Randy Orton would win, because Randy was going for a while there where he was doing nothing but losing. Um, so, yeah, there you go. I mean, just because you hot right now don't mean you win now. We're going to see Money in the Bank. We're going to have two Money in the Bank matches. I'm excited about that. I wish they would have included SmackDown to get some guys from there to be in that match. But let's go ahead and just go to a different direction. My rating on this is going to be 3.5, just because it was a good show. Not great, but you know, it is what it is. You got a lot of squash matches. Sometimes you're just putting matches to put them on. And that's really what you had here. I would have loved to see Stardust and Goldust again, but you know that didn't happen. We didn't see Usos. We didn't see, you know, Harper and Rowan. We did see him in a promo bit, but that was it. So with that being said, guys, you know we really only have like a few matches at Money in the Bank. If I said I need, we got 6 spots for this original Money in the Bank match. Who are you putting in there? You have your choices from the rosters, even NXT rosters, as Paul did or mentioned. Let me go ahead around the table. Give me your best 6, and we'll go from there. Austin.
Probably most to me it's Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and to me right now that's all I can think of. Depending on how things go for me Monday, I could give the rest on the Raw review possibly. Because I imagine we'll see more matches on SmackDown.
Alright, even though that was lame, but we'll just give that a bit.
That was kind of lame.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brick. Go ahead, Line Claw. Save your partner.
I wouldn't mind seeing Ziggler, Bad News Barrett, Ambrose, Zayn from NXT, maybe even Kofi, and probably bring one of the other NXT guys up like Neville or somebody.
All right. Go ahead. Let's give Paul's ideas on this one. Who do you want in the Money in the Bank original match? 6 guys. Name them.
Let me give it a shot here. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, Alexander Rusev, and one more guy. Let me think here. Rob Van Dam.
Oh man, you bumped Bad News Barrett. Wow.
How about that?
He's got a lot of momentum right now. He's got a lot of momentum. I don't know.
All right. No. You good. You know,
He's have his own standout performance at Money in the Bank in general.
Yeah. No. Yeah, like I said, you good. Don't worry. You don't have to explain. It's good. All right, go ahead, Charles.
How about we go Ambrose?
All right.
Ziggler, Barrett. Man, I really like Paul's suggestion of Rusev. Let's throw Rusev in there too. What I got? 4?
Yeah, you got 4 right now.
Did I say Zayn?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I would like to see Zayn in there. I love Zayn. Like him a whole lot, as a matter of fact. I wish he'd get called up, to be honest with you. And you know what? How about this? Luke Harper.
Well, but he's got a match with him and Eric got a match with those. So,
yeah.
But we'll keep it at that because that's not a bad choice there. Go ahead there, Brickwall.
Alright, we'll go Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Kofi Kingston. I'm going to say Zack Ryder.
Wow, alright, the bunny.
Woo.
Hey, give him more TV time. Sami Zayn. Who else?
You got 2 more to go.
Oh shit, who else? just throw a big guy like Rusev in there and
Stealing the show.
then Ziggler.
Look at that.
I want Ziggler. Yeah.
Alright, no, that's cool. You know we don't mind. Go ahead, CM. 6 guys. Name them. All right, so let's see. Rollins already in. Ambrose, Kofi, Dolph, Barrett, and who else we got? We got to keep going. Santino. All right, what's the other one? Stan Stein. I better start giving you some money. You pimping him out good.
Come on, you know, if I'm going to go out there, I'm going to throw an indie guy. A guy like him, I could see him in a Money in the Bank ladder match. This guy's been through some hellacious matches out there in the indies. Put him in NXT with that gimmick and let him run with the ball and put him up on the main roster like that. Let me tell you, that would elevate his career. The guy is very athletic. He's a beast. He is an alpha male for the indies. For those people know who he is, do check out his work. I have one of his matches from On Point Wrestling on my YouTube page. Feel free to check that out. He works with Xavier Cross. They have a nice little tag team formed up, and let me tell you, with his powerhouse moveset and then Xavier Cross's extreme luchador style move, those guys would be great assets for NXT and SmackDown. But yeah, since we can't get Stand-Man Styles in there, I guess we could go with Zack Ryder or Sami Zayn. You could throw, or as I always say, throw a random jobber in there that can take a spot. Hell, put Sin Cara in there like they did last year. It doesn't get any better than that.
He took that badass bump from Shane.
But this Sin Cara won't fucking get injured like the other one.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
that was
go now.
that took that spot. But he was on his way out anyway, so
Yeah.
you could use a new Sin Cara.
Hey,
Hunico's got this.
I have a suggestion for somebody you can throw in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
How about Brock Lesnar?
Man, please, get out of here.
Man, please.
Brock don't want to work with no part-timers.
Man, please. Brock wants the title. He don't want no fucking briefcase. He wants the title.
Have him win it and come cash in the case.
Oh my god.
No.
Yo, you have so much hate
Yeah,
on that
hold on. This
IWC.
is the same Brock Lesnar that says Stone Cold would win against him. But anyway, let's go ahead and gotta throw you out there, Charles. All right, my 6.
Man.
Real simple. You got Rollins is in. Ambrose. All right, Ambrose has got to be in it. I'll go ahead and put Ziggler in because it'll be a crime and shame. Everyone would cry to mama if he's not in this. Wade Barrett.
Ew.
Huh?
You want him in there too.
I'll put him in. Look, I'll put him in because I know he's going to put some spots in. But I hope he doesn't come back to me going, why did I not win? I'll be like, because you're a fucking rosebud. Anyway, so you got those 4. Now my 3, Tyson Kidd, Sami Zayn, Kevin.
Oh.
Oh, if you want to pick indie guys, I'll pick ACH, but...
I'm just going to throw it out there. Just, because
Okay,
this is kind of fantasy.
I'm gonna stick Steen in there. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, that's what I was saying. It's all good. It's our opinions. It's what we think. And that's why I said I would love, though, for Sami Zayn, Tyson Kidd to be in that match, so somehow. If that could be done, because then you could actually have some guys do other matches, too. But I would love to see Zayn and Kidd, and even though Kidd's not a NXT total guy, but yet it would be good to see him back in a match like this and see what he could do, like he did that one time. I mean, it'd be really cool. And like I said, I want to go off the wall, so I wanted to go pick Devitt. But if I had to pick a WWE guy, I actually would say Zack Ryder. It would get the crowd going, the fans would be behind it, and it would actually be something that no one would expect. So, why not? Give something to the fans. And, the guys, look, there's sometimes, is the guy going to win the match? No. But, sometimes you got to give a guy a chance to showcase so the fans can remember how good he was at the time. And then, you might pick up steam. You could see him winning the U.S. title again. Maybe the IC belt. I'm just saying, he's not that bad of a worker, and it actually aggravates me. You got guys on this roster that really could do some better stuff, and they're not doing it. And, I know it's creative. I know we talked about it. But it is something where it's like, come on, you got some real hard talent. You're going to have to eventually say, you know what, we need to give these guys a shot. So that's just my view. And that's all I got to say about that. Guys, Gut feeling, who do you think's going to win the Money in the Bank match? Like I said, we'll do predictions next week, but what do y'all think? You know, since I have y'all here, Austin, who do you got in the Money in the Bank? And go ahead and give a plug out, too, if you like.
I actually think that we'll see Cesaro win that match, and I can't really think of anything to plug right now.
All right, mystery bro. Let's go ahead to.
Oh, yeah. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I know that bed's holding you up again. All right, Lion Claw. Go ahead and give us your thoughts, man. Who do you think's gonna win? And just go ahead and plug your IRC.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Roman Reigns win it. And of course, you know, I'm on the IRC FNet network and WWE Universe, WWE Wrestling, Sports Entertainment, and also the Destroying Kayfabe IRC channel. And my Twitter's LionClaw40 at LionClaw40.
All right. Paul, say something stupid. Tell us who you think's gonna win, and go ahead, give us some plugs.
You know, I want to say Roman Reigns. I feel like it's too predictable though, and something's gonna change the tides of that. But you know, I'm gonna go with the unusual. I'm gonna go with the awkward and the weird and the bizarre. I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt to win. As weird as it seems, just a random guess. Honestly, you know, the direction could go anywhere. That's just who I'm gonna pick. That's who I feel it would work with. To keep the crowd entertained and long enough. Cesaro's gimmick at the moment, I think, would bore the fans, and he wouldn't carry the title well, no matter how good of a wrestler he is. But then you go down to the Money in the Bank contract match too, and you only know Seth Rollins so far, I believe. So, for some reason, I still favor Seth Rollins in that match. But maybe Dean Ambrose can break out and take it. Let's see what happens. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at _Arabian Wolf. You can check me out at PWF Is War. And this coming Tuesday, we have our first guest, son of Irish wrestling legend Kit Finlay. His son David Finlay Jr. will be on the show, and you know, very humbled to have him there, and we can't wait to see what's going to happen. So if you guys are around that night, 7 p.m., June 24th, 7 p.m., check us out. We'll be live, YouTube.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show, too. I can't wait to help, be a part. And by the way, his match with our guest, Shane Andrews, is on YouTube also. So we're going to get that link out to show both guys. It was actually a pretty good match. I'm very impressed for David Finlay, only wrestling his third match in America. He worked very well with Shane Andrews, so I can't wait to watch that interview. And I don't know, we'll work everything out to find out who all's doing the interview. I know Paul will definitely be doing it. So awesome plug there, Paul. Let's go to Mr. Charles. Give us who you think.
You know, I can see them pushing Reigns to it, but something tells me, again, I mean, I feel like I'm Paul's echo tonight. But, again, I just don't think he's going to get it just yet. But I've been saying it for 2 weeks now, and you guys that have been talking to me know. They call him the Eater of Worlds. I do believe firmly that he's going to be the eater of WWE titles, and I'm going with Bray Wyatt.
All right, that's cool. All right, let's see. Brick Wall. Oh, Charles, get your Twitter out there.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you can check me out on Twitter at CSmitty614. Ladies, tweet me up because C-Double said he wants groupies.
You know, I do it for the people. I order a hit for him for something. It gets done. Talent of relations, folks. That's why we have them. Brick Wall, go ahead.
Honestly, anybody could win this match, but the guy I see winning is probably Bray Wyatt. He's the most over guy right now, so yeah, I see him winning it, and then the other match probably Seth Rollins.
All right, let us go to the one, the only, Mr. CM Celtic Styles. Oh, hold on. Greg, you didn't put your freaking Twitter out there. Go ahead and tell us now.
Click. Not even a selfie can give a good prediction on this, because like this match can go either way. I can honestly see two people grabbing one title each, and we could possibly see a brand split, or not brand split, but at least a title split between both, because I really don't like seeing one person holding two belts. It really doesn't have prestige. And when you're wearing two belts and you're carrying one around, it's like the other one's just dead weight. But you know, if they're going to just keep a one, you know, I want to say Bray Wyatt and I want to say Roman Reigns, but I don't see these guys picking it up. It's going to be a tough fight between Orton and Cena. Only for the fact that Cena's a lot in this spot, and for the fact that WWE relies on him, and when he and Randy Orton both have titles, the stocks go up. So yeah, the money is going to be put on them. You're talking about some cheap plugs there. Here's one for you.
Plug it!
Oh, God.
Plug that bitch!
Oh, God.
But yes, you can find me on Twitter. CM Styles Brand. That's CMSTYLEZ BRAND. Also, Destroying Kayfabe's Twitter, which you can find at destroy_kayfabe. And you can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/destroyingkayfabe. Other than that, I really don't have any other plugs besides the one that's in my hand and the ones that I just heard. So, with that being said, C-Double, you got anything that you would like to plug, and your predictions as well?
Brickwall, go ahead and tell everyone your Twitter handle. You did just real quick.
Alright, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you don't have to, but it's at Brickwall860.
What the hell? Hold on, time out. I'm throwing the flag on that. You don't have to follow me. That's like somebody going, don't come to the show or be there.
You don't have to.
Go too.
Hey, you don't have to. Only if you want to. I'm not forcing you. I'm not like, you have to follow me now. I'm going to knock you out.
Yeah, we're not like that. We're not them kind of people that force you to follow us. We don't force you to be on our shows, and we don't want to call you a waste of our time because we're not a waste of time, and you're not a waste of time either.
I think it's more of like, I don't like you, but if you like me, you can follow me on Twitter.
All right, real quick, would like to mention, I forgot what I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but first of all, let me go ahead and put it out there. The guy I think would win this thing, Roman isn't going to win it. I know everyone in Baby Oil Land wants so badly for him to win, but it ain't going to happen. It's too soon. But if it does, it does. But I see him getting it eventually, but not now. It's too soon. Like to see the Bray get it because of the fact he went down and came back as Bray Wyatt, and this gimmick has went over big time. The Wyatt family getting all the gold makes real sense. I see where people would love to see Cesaro win it. See where people say Cena, Orton. It is what it is. The winner of the Money in the Bank match contract, I believe, will dictate who wins that title match. It would not surprise me if Roman wins it and Seth tries to cash it in on him. That's the only way I see Roman winning it. But, and now plugs. Huh?
Real quick with Roman, it kind of seems to me that it's so predictable that it's unpredictable that he could win.
Yeah, let me put it this way. It reminds me of Daniel Bryan. Everybody was doing the yes. Everybody was, Daniel Bryan's got to win. Daniel Bryan's got to win. And he lost.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it happens. So that's why it wouldn't surprise me if you see Roman getting big-time push. But, I'm going to go here. WWE has a tried-true method. If you're big, if you could talk, and you can do some moves that can be marketable, you're going to be the big guy. And I'm going to go here. That's Roman. I think he'll be more over than Bryan. Is it right? No, it's not. But it is what it is. I am praying to God they split these belts up because that would make a whole lot more sense. That would be good. I would love for Cesaro to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and I would love Bray to win the WWE Championship. That would be my pick if that could happen. If that happens, you have me. I'm a happy customer. So, plugs at Wrestle Talk, 2 underscores between the Wrestle and the Talk. At C Georgia Rican, you can follow me at, and please follow me. I'm not going to be somebody that says don't follow me. But also want to say mad love for Brickwall. Brickwall, please. And by the way, Brickwall does not need any more 14-year-olds trying to tweet at him. We are now going to be an age requirement there. So just so you all know, be legit. If not, we're going to be the Iron Sheik and we're going to make you humble. So with that said, also like to say big ups to PWF getting this interview with David Finlay. We will be posting that matchup with him and Shane, our guest, on the 26th, but also on the 25th. This is going to be a busy week for us, guys. 25th, we got Charles's favorite friend, Shane Swerve Strickland.
Swerve!
CZW. Do you believe in the Swerve? When you see him, you will. So we got Swerve. We also got Shane Andrews from USA Wrestling in Tennessee and also in Georgia. He wrestles now. He wrestles all over the world. Him and Jesse Bell, one of the best items together. So you get to hear from Shane. So he's excited about being a part of Indie Shine Night on Thursday night. So we got back-to-back nights, and then we got David Finley on Tuesday night. So if anything we could do for you guys at PWF, please let us know. We are all open for anything. We will definitely be plugging those. And we also have scheduled for the week after the 4th will be Moose, Quinn Ochanaka, who a former Atlanta Falcon, Patriot, but now current wrestler. And we also have Logan Creed, also from Southern Fried Wrestling. He'll be there on July 10th. So we got some guests coming, guys. Indie Wrestling, some people thought it wasn't that important. Well, to us it is, and we're making sure Indie Shine Night. We were only doing one night a week. Now we're doing two. It looks like PWF, I know you guys have got some more guests lined up eventually. The dates, I know Thrasher is still July 12th. Am I correct?
Yeah, one half of the infamous tag team, the Headbangers Thrasher, will be on the show July 12th, 7 p.m. And we're also have Noam Dar booked, fastest rising star in British wrestling today, 19 years of age. The guy can go for his size, and he's really gone out there and wrestled guys like Devitt and Styles and Jay Lethal and Demi Callahan, Eddie Edwards, top tier talent like that on the indie scene. So at 19 years of age, he's blazing his own trail, and we're still waiting on the booking for that date. But as of now, David Finley Jr. is confirmed, and so is Thrasher.
All right, so you heard it here. July 12th, it's going to be Thrasher, but the 24th will be David Finley. Definitely look it up. It's going to be great. We will get as many people as we can to watch, so we're looking forward to it too, Paul. Thanks for being here. Rick Wall, as always, man, tell Luke Gallows to get the plane ready for us so we can do the Maury test. We got Charles who wants to play Maury, so we got to do it. Me and CM just want to swerve somebody, so it's got to be done. And we would invite Austin, but Austin is going to be stuck in bed.
He's got
Line
bed
Claw,
rest.
we need you. We need Line Claw to have the beer ready. And Paul, you're holding the bail money because we can trust you.
I'd rather hold here.
So with that being said, guys, Destroying Kayfabe, check them out Saturday also. IRC, you know where to find them, FNet and WWE Universe. And Austin, he's always in his bedroom, so there's no need to look for him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm C-Double. This is Open Wrestling Talk, my crew, from Austin's bedroom all the way down to IWGP Japan, the Arabian Wolf Slayer, Line Claw's Beer Tavern, Charles in the back in the woods being the man in black, and CM Mother Selfie Styles in the back cave. Ladies and gentlemen, from all of us to you, we are Open Wrestling Talk. We the crew, we the Bullet Club of Georgia Wrestling Industries. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm C-Double. I'm about to fall asleep. I'm out, Selfie!
Peace.
Peace.